Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that has sparked curiosity and discussion for centuries: the mark of God versus the mark of the beast. It's a deep concept, often misunderstood, and I want to explore it with you, not to instill fear, but to encourage understanding and reflection. So, grab a comfy seat, and let's unravel this together. Now, when we hear the mark of the beast, many of us instantly picture dramatic scenarios from fiction, right? We might imagine barcodes, microchips, or some visible brand. But let's take a step back and consider these ideas from a broader, more symbolic perspective. What do these concepts truly represent in ancient texts, and what could they mean for us today? It's important to remember that these marks aren't necessarily literal, physical tattoos or brands. Often in spiritual and theological contexts, a mark can symbolize allegiance, identity, or a way of life. Think of it like wearing a team jersey. It signifies who you support. Let's start with the mark of God. In many spiritual traditions, this isn't about something you can see on your skin. Instead, it's often understood as an internal commitment, a reflection of character, and alignment with divine principles. It's about living a life filled with love, compassion, justice, and truth. Consider the idea of a spiritual imprint on your heart and mind. This mark signifies a dedication to doing good, to treating others with kindness, and to seeking wisdom. It's about embodying virtues like patience, forgiveness, and integrity in your daily actions. When someone says you have the mark of God, they might be recognizing your consistent efforts to live a life that uplifts, inspires, and contributes positively to the world. It's about the spirit you carry and the impact you have on those around you. Now, let's turn our attention to the mark of the beast. This concept, primarily found in the book of Revelation, often evokes images of fear and ultimate evil. But again, let's explore its symbolic meaning rather than getting stuck on literal interpretations. The beast in prophetic literature often represents oppressive systems, powerful entities that seek to control, deceive, and lead people away from truth and goodness. So, this mark of the beast could be seen as a symbolic surrender to these worldly systems, an acceptance of values that prioritize greed, selfishness, power, and deception over kindness, truth, and community. It might represent adopting a mindset that conforms to societal pressures, even when those pressures contradict our deepest sense of right and wrong. It's about aligning ourselves with ideologies or actions that harm others or ourselves, rather than seeking harmony and well-being. Think of it this way: are our actions driven by a desire to uplift and build, or by impulses that divide and destroy? Are we seeking truth and authentic connection, or are we easily swayed by narratives that manipulate and control? The mark of the beast isn't necessarily about a single evil act, but about a pattern of choices and a worldview that opposes universal principles of love and respect. So, the central question for us today is not about finding a physical mark, but rather examining the marks on our hearts and minds. What are we allowing to influence us? What principles are guiding our decisions? Are we living in a way that reflects compassion and integrity, or are we passively accepting narratives that promote division and fear? The mark of God in this context is about actively choosing to cultivate goodness, to stand for what is right, and to let our lives be a beacon of hope and understanding. It's about embracing our inner light and sharing it with the world. It means striving to embody the best versions of ourselves, to contribute positively to our communities, and to live in harmony with our deepest spiritual values. The mark of the beast, then, becomes a cautionary tale. It warns us against succumbing to pressures that compromise our integrity, against blindly following systems that dehumanize or exploit, and against allowing fear or self-interest to dictate our moral compass. It's an invitation to discern wisely, to question critically, and to always choose the path of love and truth even when it's challenging. Ultimately, this isn't about judgment, but about self-reflection. It's about asking ourselves, what kind of legacy are we building? What kind of influence are we having on the world? Are we aligning ourselves with universal principles of kindness and justice, or are we allowing external forces to shape our values in ways that do not serve our highest good? I believe we all have the power to choose which mark we carry. It's a daily decision, an ongoing process of growth, learning, and conscious living. It's about making choices that reflect our deepest commitment to a better world, one positive action at a time. Thank you so much for joining me on this thought-provoking discussion. I hope this has given you some fresh perspectives on these ancient concepts. What are your thoughts on the mark of God and the mark of the beast? I'd love to hear your insights in the comments below. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Your support truly means the world to me. See you in the next one.